So I've been wanting to create content for a while now, and I haven't really became clear on what this content is going to be. But all I know is that I just want to share my personal experience, and I want to help people, and I want to share my creativity as well. So I'm just going to figure it out along the way, because the way life has been lifing, y'all, this shit kicking my ass. I'm putting on lip gloss to keep from crying, because lip gloss just makes me feel fabulous. So anything could be happening. As long as I got lip gloss, I'll be alright. But nah, for real though, y'all. Like, I've been going through it. Um, Unemployed, fighting through addiction. Those are two very tough places to be in, especially at the same time. And I'll just talk a little bit about each one of them, because you know what? Why not just create content that is reflective of the truth of what's actually happening in my life, right? Why put on a front? Why act like everything's okay when everything's really not? That's just kind of where I'm at right now. So, yeah, being unemployed sucks. However, luckily, thankfully, on the bright side, I have been working really, really hard and have finally earned my yoga teacher certification. Excuse me. So I am certified to teach, which is a really, really beautiful thing, because I really enjoy yoga and I really feel that I would be a great teacher. However, I have been feeling like just kind of lost on how to get started on this journey. I mean, I've started making some content. I've set some high ass expectations for myself on what kind of yoga content I would be making. And honestly, y'all, fighting addiction while trying to get started with yoga and just put myself out there and really fully step into this new journey has been tough. And it's been tough because I've been trying to quit for a long time, and I'm just exhausted of this cycle of relapsing and taking my breaks and breaking free and relapsing, then breaking free and relapsing, and just going through this over and over again. It's really fucking annoying. Like, I'm really like high key, low key, high key, fucking sick and tired of this shit. Like, I just want to be done with it, and move on with my life. But come to realize that's not how it's gonna happen. I have to go through a process. I have to be patient with myself and just keep pushing through, But as far as yoga goes, I've also realized that, I love yoga for a reason. I want to teach yoga for a reason. However, I just may not be at the very stage where I'm ready to do so, because I feel like I kind of have to be the one to heal myself through yoga, if that makes sense. Like, I have to basically be a student of yoga before I can become a teacher of yoga. And I've already been a student, yes, through my studies, but being a student through the experience of yoga, allowing yoga to do what it does on the body, which is to balance the nervous system, which is to quiet the mind, the fluctuations of the mind, because the mind is always going to be on. But how can we quiet the mind so that we can listen more to our right mind? Um, I've realized that I might have to take a couple steps back and really work on myself and heal myself through the practice of yoga, before I can really go out into the world and be helping other people, because I do need help, y'all. I need help. And sometimes we got to be the ones to help ourselves, but other times there are other people that can help us. And I've had to learn that as well recently, as I've been navigating this fight through addiction. I have gotten to the point where I've just blatantly just gone and asked for some professional support, because this shit is fucking annoying, y'all. When I tell y'all, I have never wanted to quit, but then not want to quit so bad at the same time. And I feel like only a stoner who's trying to quit knows what I'm talking about, because how you want to quit but you don't want to quit, it's real. And I've been going through that shit for like months now, and it's so fucking annoying. Like, I can really get mad about it right now because it's like, bro, I know I want to quit. I know I want to quit, but it feels like I can't let go. Like, there's always a fear that comes up, or the temptation just comes up, or just a purely just giving in, because I can, and all these triggers and all these factors and all this shit, man. Like, there's only but so many videos I can watch. There's only but so many books I can read. There's only but so many quotes I can read. There's only but so much advice I can take before I just have to ask for professional help. So what I did was, not only did I call a support group or a support line, a hotline, whatever you want to call it, for substance abuse prevention and recovery, but I've also surprisingly asked AI. Who would have thought? I asked ChatGPT some questions about, like, why do I keep smoking? How do I quit smoking without relapsing? Why do I keep relapsing? Like, what is so addictive about weed, for real, ChatGPT? Like, put me on, for real. And I got some really cool information from ChatGPT that has helped me to just kind of understand what's going on with me a little bit more and stop judging myself for relapsing. Because there were a few things that ChatGPT told me that did stand out to me. For one, was ChatGPT advised me to just, instead of trying to be done with it, like I've just been trying to be done with it. Like, I just want to fucking become a different person. Like, I don't even want to be a stoner no more. You know what I'm saying? But ChatGPT was like, hey, how about instead of trying to be done with it all at once, you just allow the process to unfold naturally. And sometimes the most simple thing is the actual solution. And I felt a lot of relief reading that from ChatGPT, because I never really thought that was an option. I thought that if I wanted to quit, it just had to happen right now. And if I do anything if I do anything outside of that, then I'm not really trying to quit. Then I'm making excuses and I'm not really putting my best foot forward. But I have been. Like, I've been doing the best that I can, y'all. When I tell y'all, like, bro, I've done maybe everything you can do. Even just to go cold turkey. Like, I've tried cold turkey. It hasn't worked for me. So yeah. And then another thing ChatGPT told me that stood out to me was that the way that weed affects the brain is that it signals the reward system in our brain, and it releases dopamine hormones in our brains. And so without smoking, our brain cannot produce those hormones on its own. So that's why every time I stop smoking, I feel miserable, because my brain literally cannot produce its own dopamine. So I didn't truly understand that factor within this process of quitting, and those two information alone helped me a lot. And as a result of calling for professional support, I was able to get access to go to a rehabilitation center where they're gonna help me. They're gonna have therapists there, they have group therapy, they have a bunch of different resources to help people to quit addiction to many different substances. And honestly, I didn't know that was even fucking possible. So I'm really grateful that I was up, that opportunity came up, and I'm really looking forward to going, and I'm going to keep you guys updated on how that goes for me.